Hey, it's Redstone with another Minecraft tutorial for you today. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build this really cool kitchen setup in your survival Minecraft worlds. As you can see, we have a refrigerator, a stove, oven, and a sink. So let's get cracking. So to start, we have this functioning refrigerator. Now, it's not your standard thing you've seen where you hit the button and the door opens and shoots out a piece of meat, though that is pretty cool. As you can see, this is all done with quartz. And so basically we hit the button and we can go inside and access all this food and some coal, and you'll see what that's used for in a second. So I can just grab out some of this food. I'll get some mutton and fish because I'm feeling fancy today. Also though, you don't need to technically open the door. It's just a cool feature I included, but you can go in from the side like this and you can access it like here. And it's just a minecart within a block. And I'll show you how to put it in the block later if you don't know how to do that. But now we have this stove here. So both the oven, which is this lower compartment, and the stove eyes, which is this upper part, work. But first, we're going to need to put some coal into the stove. Yes, I know this is weird, but we're going to throw coal into the sink. And it will go down the theoretical drain, if you will, into the system. And we can go ahead and toss in some fish to grill up. And I like to bake my mutton, so I'm going to put the button directly in here. And now we wait for our fish. Should be done grilling first, and then we should get some mutton. Oh yes, perfection. We got some cooked fish right here. Added quite a bit though, so it might take a little bit. But as each bit cooks, we get the next bit. It's a very neat system if I say so myself. All my food is cooked, so let's go ahead and check out the redstone. As you can see, it is not much. It's actually a pretty neat but compact setup. I'm quite proud of it myself. But basically what happens is we have up here, just to give you a quick rundown before I show you how to build it, this is a hopper minecart, so it works like a hopper, but you can also get into it through a block, so it looks like a door. I mean, a door to like the oven. And then we can have the stove eye, and it will still suck it up that way, because this block is technically also a hopper. And then it moves it down into here, which goes down into this furnace right here. On the side we have another set of hoppers, and this is where the coal goes in. So you throw the coal into the sink, and where it's thinner at the bottom it can suck it through, and it goes right into here. As you can see where I have a piece in there. And then as it bakes, or cooks if you will, it goes into this dropper system right here. And then we have a comparator right here. And when it senses that there is an item in here, it will turn on, which will run this quick pulsar, and it basically shoots it up through the floor. One flaw is, I'm going to go ahead and point out the flaws because I don't want to like surprise you guys with them later if you figure them out yourself, is here I'll put in some food, and I'll step back. There's a chance of this happening. It may or may not happen. I might have to do this a couple of times. But if we let it cook, when it comes out, alright, it didn't do it that time, but sometimes when it comes out, it can get into the oven slash stove, and then it can clog up the system. So that's one flaw, if you will. Basically, when you're cooking food, I suggest you stand here. I mean, you could, as you can see, most of the time it will pop out normal, but there is that random chance that happening, and I don't want you guys to like break your system and not know how it got messed up. So if your system all of a sudden isn't working, that's probably why, and you might want to check it out. But let's crack on to the tutorial. I'm going to be filming this tutorial in a different formation. I'm going to have two separate sections, one with the refrigerator and then one with the sink stove combo, because technically they're two separate inventions from each other. They don't need each other to work. And also, I can't fit all the materials for both of them in my hotbar, and it makes it easy for me. So let's get cracking on with the refrigerator. This is a really easy tutorial if you're just starting off with redstone, because there's no wiring at all. It's just a button and a door. So we're going to start off by putting down a block. And then on the side, we're going to have to put a placeholder if you're going to want to put something next to it. And even if you're not, you're still going to need this here. And you'll see why in a second. So we're going to put that there. This is going to be a refrigerator. Ignore this. This is going to go away. Next, we're going to put a button on the side here. And then make a arched bit of track. And the reason why we put the button here first is because if you don't, it gets rather annoying trying to put a button on a block when there's a minecart with a chest inside. It takes a lot of time, and it's quite aggravating. So we're just going to go ahead and put this on here. it'll fall in. And, oops, did not mean to do that. We can put our piston right there. And this just pushes it in all the way. You know, makes it easier for us. So we don't have to push it ourselves and risk getting it out of line. Put the door there. Put that block there. And then you can take away the placeholder and you're all good. Now you can open it up, access it. It's quite nice. Now, as you can see, there is this shadow on the side here. And it can get rather annoying to deal with. And you can move it from side to side depending on how you're going to have your furniture to be. Now, the reason why I had the placeholder there is so if this were to happen to me while doing it, I can push it over without it getting all out of alignment. And let me just show you what happens if you do it without having a little placeholder there. So you can, if you're not careful, yeah, see, look, you can really screw it up easily like that. So it can get frustrating if you don't have something to keep it from just going all over the place. So that's why that block's there. Alas, the one thing I tried to avoid. No! Alright, I'm done. Morning. Yeah, I can't fit everything in the hotbar, sadly. Basically, moving on, what we're going to want to do is we're going to break a hole here in the floor and a hole here in our floor. And you might be like, Moose, what the heck are you doing? That's a perfectly good floor. I'll show you what I'm doing. Now shut up. Alright, we're going to come down to the side. Ooh, and not fall like I just did. And come down like so. Put down our lovely little furnace. And then we're going to go in and get a hopper and a schlapper on right there. Then come in the side. I'm shifting while doing this so I don't click into it. So it's going into the chest and coming, not the chest, the furnace, and coming back up. And there we go. We've replaced our floor with hoppers, well, in 2 blocks. Next, we're going to want to get these slabs, and these are just stone slabs. Now, this can be finicky at times. Working with minecarts is always finicky. Sometimes it might not let you put them here. Yes, as you can see, it is that case. So we're going to have to come to the side, place them like so, one on top of the other. Put down our piston, grab this torch, and push her on in. Now, sometimes this can also do something a little wonky and make it pop out the other side. And if that happens, you can just, not fall off again, and walk and push it back over. So, just to fix it. And then we put our cauldron right there. Tripwire hook. I wouldn't use the lever because if you pulled it down, then it would flip this up. But I also just prefer the looks of tripwire hooks to levers when I'm making fake sinks. And I accidentally got ahead of myself because this will make the next step hard or technically impossible. So I gotta take that off. We're gonna put our minecart with a hopper inside here. So this is much like our chest. We're gonna make the same kind of downward slope. In he goes. And there we go, but we're not done yet. We're gonna have to take this piston, and not so fast, don't power it yet. We don't want to push it in all the way to the block. We want to leave out a little bit so we can still see it and it looks like an open door. So I'm just gonna quickly pulse it, like so. Just place it, then destroy the torch, and just quickly pushes her in. And there we go, we got a nice little oven that we can access. And then now we can put the trapdoor on, which is the stove eye, or the griddle. So now to the main portion of the redstone. So we're going to start off by coming down here. And you're also going to have to destroy your very nice floor. But I promise I'll fix it. So, and then we can take our droppers and we can plop up. I'm shifting while jumping to do this. And we can go ahead and replace the tripwire hook because we're done with that. And put the block right back there. Told you I would fix it. Anyways, now we can come to the side and get our hoppers again and loop. Have the output go right into there. Then off to the side we go here. Ooh, I talked like Yoda then. Like, cause you know, Yoda talks backwards. Whatever, nerd reference. Let's continue. We put a comparator here. And basically it's gonna detect when there's something present here. Pop her up. We're gonna put a piece of dust here. Come up. Put a torch here. Come to the side, like so. Put a piece of redstone. Pop up. And I did that in the wrong order. Oops. We're gonna want to go over one more. There we go. Put a torch and then a block right there. And there we go. That's all it takes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this makes your survival bases just a little bit more cool. I know it might not be practical all the time, but if you just want to cook up a couple pieces of pork or steak, this is a pretty neat addition for your Minecraft house. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe. See ya.